Hi everyone, Dale here, aka Wonder Knight, back in the game room. Literally just finished Nobody Wants to Die, so I wanted to do a video, just kind of talk about that game, kind of review it a bit. I gotta thank Adam for my work. He recommended I play it. He had played it, really enjoyed it, and he wanted to pass it along to me. We talk a lot at work about video games. I work with two guys that we're pretty close in age, and we're all gamers. We love to play video games. We love to talk about video games. So many days at work is just that. It's along with what we do, it's also enjoying conversing with each other about video games and getting excited about playing video games as well. A lot of times at work we'll just literally start talking about games, and then it kind of coincides into Adam, my coworker, all of a sudden wants to play games that I'm talking about, and Eddie, my other coworker, wants to play games that we're talking about, and it really works for us. It gets exciting. It makes you play different styles of games, new games, a wide variety of different games. So yeah, Adam had finished Nobody Wants to Die, and it was my turn to try it out, and he's recommended lots of games for me in the past, and I've played a lot of them, and I've finished a lot of them too. So it's nice. It's something that we kind of pride ourselves on. It's enjoyable to go to work with these guys and talk about games. So that's why I started my YouTube channel, is because I love games. I love talking about games, and I just want to make videos and just put my passion out there, put my hobby out there. Yeah, so Nobody Wants to Die. It takes place in future New York. The year, I believe, is 2329. It's a noir cyberpunk type setting. You are a police officer, James Kara, and basically you're brought back into this detective role due to the fact that they, in this futuristic time, have learned how to basically move your consciousness from one body to another. So they've developed this, the technology has come to the point where now when you're about to pass away, you can have your consciousness transferred into another body, younger body, depending on, of course, how much money you have. The cost of it is quite high. The subscription is quite high to do that, and they kind of discussed that at the beginning of the game a bit. And obviously, if you're not wealthy, you just pass away. You literally can't afford to get the new body. So it kind of starts out like that, where you've been brought back to life in this new body, and you're just basically getting back to the police force, and you're kind of a homicide detective, basically. And you also have a liaison from the force that kind of helps you along with your cases. So as you get going towards your first crime scene, again, it's a point and click type game, decision making, sort of game. So you do, not like Telltale games where it's, you have to make really longer decisions. It's pretty short, brief decisions in this game that you have to make. Some have a timer on them, some don't, so it depends on the situation. But as you make your way to the first crime scene, it's pretty cool. You get there, and it's this, I don't want to kind of ruin the first crime scene, but it's this wild situation that's happened that you've walked into before anyone else can really get there. And with Sarah's help, you start to break down the crime scene by pointing and clicking on certain things. But it does take it a little bit of a step further, where you've got some technology to kind of build the scene that's happened. Find out what's happened in the past and try to recreate what went down. So it's kind of cool that way. when you piece it all together, finally, you get to see the whole thing and how it happened in that particular murder or that particular crime scene. So yeah, it's a brief game. It's, I finished it in, say, under 5 hours. There are a couple different endings, so I think I got the bad ending, but I'm really looking forward to going back and playing it again. There are no chapter selects, so again, it's going to be another playthrough, but I'm really looking forward to doing it again. I think I'm a completionist in a bit of a way. I like to play games and get the platinum trophies and, kind of, depending on the game, spend the time with them to complete them 100%. And not every game I do that, but a lot of games, it's nice to do that. It's nice to finish them off. And with this particular game, I think when I finished it, I think I finished with 19 trophies out of 27. So there's a bit of a wrap up to do. But yeah, it'll be fun to play it again and take the different route that I think I need to take. So graphically, I mean, I had a choice at the beginning of the game to play in performance mode or graphics mode. Just with the type of game it is, a little bit of a slower paced game. I did end up picking the graphics mode, just because I felt like we don't really need performance in this case. Just how, more slowed down it is, and, you're kind of collecting your evidence and recreating and trying to solve the murders. I have to say it's a really pretty game. The environment they've made is really fabulous. The New York City backdrop in the future is it's amazing. It really shines through. I mean, it's not going to be everybody's game. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it is a good type of game to play when you're just, you have an hour or you have a half an hour or 45 minutes. You can just pop on, play a bit, do a crime scene, shut it off and continue on. I find games like this during the summertime are really helpful for me because, I'm busier in the summer months where I live. It's nice out. You want to get outside and be with the family, go to the beach and go hiking and do things outdoors. So work on the house, do projects. So video game time is in the summertime gets quite low for me, but it's my hobby. It's my passion. So it's something I want to still have time for. So my last few games have been shorter, but still enjoyable. I'm still looking forward to playing some of my larger Japanese RPGs that are going to be 60, 70 hour games. But games like this, I find it really enjoyable just to hop on and be able to blast through them pretty quick. But still, they've made a heck of a game with the amount of time it takes to finish it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, it's not everybody's thing, but I think it's pretty enjoyable, and I've seen some of the reviews out there have been pretty positive for it. I noticed it's getting between 7s to 9s. I would probably rate it it's about an 8 for me. But having said that, it's a wonderful experience. It's the story kept me motivated to keep going on. And just see it through to the end, see what happens to James and Sarah. He's got a liaison named Sarah that helps him out with the case. She's more of a remote officer where she works from home and kind of is just in your earpiece, but super helpful during the game, I'll tell you that much. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave some comments below. Anything you want to talk about in the comments, I'll always reply. I appreciate it. I love talking about video games, and feel free to drop me a comment below. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.